Hey y'all, it's Mari Moore back with more videos. Today we're gonna be doing a story time. Some people know about this situation, some people don't. I know some people been wanting the whole entire story from the beginning to the end. So I got y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so started off. I'm basically for the name drop because I'm gonna be confused, but it's not nothing bad, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna say her name. If I feel like I shouldn't have to say her name, I might change it. So first, we're gonna be getting off with on April 3rd. And I had got a call from this girl named Malaya. So she calls me and she says she wants me to set up a call with this boy, and we're gonna name him Tree. With Tree. So I'm like, why does Tree want me to call? Because I have issues with Tree. So I'm like, why? She hangs up. She calls me back. She says he wants you to call because you've been talking about him. I didn't. So I didn't. So I tried to tell her I want to talk about him, but I have no idea what she's talking about. Before I could even explain it to her, she asked him to have the call anyway. She asked him to have a call with four other people. With four people. And then she leaves. She's throwing dirt and hiding her hands. Literally. So, after she leaves the call, I left the call too because she has me side of a call with four random people. And I already know who one of them is. Oh, I need to blink that out. I already know one of them is Tree. So, I left. I wasn't going to argue with them. I didn't feel like arguing. I was on the side of a call with my friends. That's what it was. Yeah. So, I joined back the call with my friend. But I tried to join back the call with my friends and joined the wrong call. And that's where Tree is. And Tree has three other people inside the call. I'm not gonna say her name because she's not really in this situation. I wish I knew she's gonna talk about me because she was deleting messages. But we're gonna name her Hairspray. It was Hairspray, inside the call, another boy. I'm gonna name him Boy Scott. A Boy Scott. And the other one was Christina. So Christina's supposed to be my friend inside the call. She was supposed to be my friend, and all the other ones, I guess they weren't supposed to be my friend. So I joined back the call. I said hello, and the first thing I hear from Tree is, "Stop talking about me in school, you dirty bee." Okay. So I started going berserk. I was cussing everybody out. So I left the call after I said what I had to say, and like 200 missed messages. I don't know how many I had, but I had a lot of missed messages. So I tap it, and I see it's a group chat, and they're all making gay jokes. I'm going to put it on the side of the screen over here. I might just keep popping them up, but pause the read basically. But they were making gay jokes. They just kept making gay jokes. And Christina seems to join in, but she's supposed to be my friend. That weird. I find that fake. So I made a voice thing. I'm going to put it on the screen too. So that's when I said that because she was being fake too. She was making gay jokes, putting Skittle packets, and she was supposed to be my friend. I had no type of problem with her. Not one type of problem with her. She was finding issues. So I wanted to fight her. Yes, I did. I wanted to fight her. So she agreed to the fight. And I think that's when they were like all replying. And I had texted her privately. I'm gonna put them up on the screen too. So they were, yeah. So I was just arguing with her with private text messages because she was being weird, she was being fake. And also, not to forget, she was saying inside of this voice message that I was burning. Never told her that. But she said I was burning, and I never told her I was burning. I never did. So I asked her, was like, when did I say this? She was like, yes, you did. You said you was burning, and you asked if we want to burn together. So then she was understanding that I wanted to fight, and she wanted to fight me too. Like, she was cooperating with this. So then she was like, when her dad's not home, best to believe it's up on her mama, blah, 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 running her mouth. So then she asked me, did I want to squash it? Squash it. 4 p.m. was when we was going to have that. And I don't remember if she was texting me back on that day, but I just know her 4 p.m. I told her I wanted to fight on 4 p.m. And she told me something 2 options. So 4 p.m. the next day, I get to her house. I think I get to her house around like 5 o'clock, I think. So I get to her house around 5 o'clock, I think. And I'm knocking on the door. She's not answering the door. I think I stood there for like 15 minutes because then my phone died and I went home. So I go home, boom, bada boom, texting her. She's not texting me. I'm texting her a whole bunch of messages. She's not texting me back. So the next day, don't do nothing. Next day, I think 2 days later, I went to her house again. But this time when I went to her house, I see she went through she was looking through the blinds. So I started texting her, and she wasn't like reading my messages or nothing. So I go home, and I get a message from this grown adult asking me, did I pull up to her father's house? I told her, yes, I did. There's no shame of it. You told me to pull up. I did. So she was like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. We had a whole conversation. Yeah, she was just telling me that we're not supposed to do that. And that she was telling me that also. She was also telling me that Christina is not a fighter. She doesn't know how to fight. So she has her older sisters for her. Why would you tell me to pull up? You could have just told me you don't want to fight and apologized. You should have just apologized. I feel like we wouldn't have been in this situation. But yeah, that's what happened. So after us arguing for like a good minute, and we stopped arguing because her people, I go to school and they talk to me again about the same situation, and they tell me that Christina didn't come to school because of me. So now they're trying to, I don't feel bold and strong because she's scared of me. She don't want to come to school. I don't feel bold and strong. I feel like I'm the bad guy. They're trying to make it seem like I'm the bad guy. No. She was literally talking about me. I bet you didn't tell them that, because as soon as I told her her sister or her cousin, whoever she put that adult in the call with, I don't remember what I said, but I think that was her cousin that she put in the call with. She told me that she didn't know that this was what Christina was saying. She just knew that Christina told her that I put up to her father's house. Why you didn't tell them the rest what you did? So we get that situation. We get it to the police. This is not to talk about it, not to talk to each other. Cool. So we get to the Monday of May. It's a Monday. And I am walking home with my friend. And Christina still gets off the same bus stop. My bad, y'all. So Christina still gets off the same bus stop because her house is right there. And it's like a fork road, I guess you could say. So it's like when you go down this straight road, it's this way you can go, this way, and this way. So I go this way. Well, it's not like that. You know, it's more like this way, this way, this way. And I go this way. And when you go this way, it's another way you can go this way, or you can just keep going straight. So I keep going straight, and the friend I go to goes this way. So, but Christina, she goes this way. So while we're walking, I heard my friend, she says, are you going to fight Christina? I said, no. So she said, if you're not going to fight her, I'm going to fight her. So we're walking, because I'm thinking she's just playing. We're walking, she goes down the way where Christina goes. So she follows behind Christina, and I say, what you doing? So I follow her, and the next thing I know, she just grabs Christina's jackets and hit her like 1, 2, 3 times. One, 2, I don't know how many times she hit her, but like, it was like 1 to 3 times. So Christina turns around. She's not hitting back. Like, she's not talking all the talk she had. She's not. So she's just standing there looking still. My friend, we're going to name her a Brush. Brush is popping her neck. She's like, and then Christina's just standing there like, and then my friend walks away. And then she like flipping her. She's like, yeah, I ate that. Basically, that's basically what she's saying. This lady with a black car, she was saying that she was asking the girl was they fighting, and Christina was saying that she was But no, Christina wasn't answering. And that's why I just broke up the fight. So, because I did break up the fight. Well, when she hit her 3 times, I forgot to put this in. When she hit her 3 times, I grabbed Christina's jacket. I didn't pull it. I didn't push it. I grabbed Christina's jacket and I pushed my friend. My friend was popping her neck. She left because I guess she was mad at me because I pushed her. And she walked away. So then, the lady, like I said, she asked her, was they fighting? And Christina wasn't talking to them. She wasn't really speaking to them. Like, she was just fixing herself up. Like, she was mad. Like, she putting her hoodie back on and stuff like that. So then, the lady drives away. She says, she tells me that if she put her hands on her, that would have been an issue on her. That would have been an issue. And I think I asked her, like, why didn't she fight her back? Like, why did she hit nobody back? Because she just stood there like she didn't do nothing. Like, I'm going to say this now. When she's home, when she's home with her parents and, like, her parents around her, she doesn't have much of her boldness when she's at school. Like, at school, she acts like she's ready to fight somebody. But when she's home, she acts like this sweet little girl. But, yeah. So then she went home. She told me that if someone put her hands on her again, it would have been a problem. Well, she told me the first time that when I tried to fight her, she told me that if I put her hands on her, it would have been a problem. But now when someone put their hands on her, it's the next time. Like, it's just not following up. It just doesn't make sense. So, I went back over there. The lady that was in the black car asking Christine what she was fighting. She was telling my friend that fighting is not later. Like, and if you're going to fight, you need to be like Carissa Shields and get paid to fight, not feed the streets. So, the lady drove away. My friend went home. I went home. Like, not even me being home for like 10 minutes, I get a call from another grown adult. She said she was 25, and she asked me, did I jump her sister, Christina? I said no, but I know what happened. So she tells me she wants my address. I said, okay, cool. So I tell my grandma that the lady wants my address. My grandma says no. I tell my mama that this lady wants my address. She says no. So I go back to my grandma. I'm like, well, what are we supposed to do? So she's like, she started talking to her on the phone, and we eventually went to their house instead. So Christina, I'm just gonna tell you Christina's story. Christina's story was she was walking to school, minding her business, and she got hit in the back of her head, and she went home. That was the plain of story. So then I told them my story, what I just told you. I told them what happened, and they said that she got hit in the back of her head, and they said, no, let me go back to Christina's story. She said she got hit in the back of her head. She turned around and I jumped her. She said a boy jumped her. That's what she said. She said I jumped her. So I told her my story, and Christina wasn't there at this time. It was like her sister and her dad, and her mom and her was at the hospital or somewhere. So I don't know. But yeah, there was something. She went to the hospital because she had a headache. My friend didn't even hit her that hard. Brush didn't hit her that hard. Like, she hit her like 3 times, like in the back of her head. Like, I feel no headache. And plus, you didn't hit back. Like, why? So, yeah, that's cool. They called the police because her mama got there. Her mama was not having it. She was mad at everybody. She was saying, call the police. We didn't care because when Christina, she told us that she didn't know. She said when she got there, she was like, I don't know for sure if he hit me or not, but yeah, I don't know for sure. So you can't just be pressing charges if you don't know. Press charges if you know. Don't press charges if you don't know. So we went home because it was foolishness. Like, it was ridiculous. How you don't know? So we went home, went to sleep. Yeah, boom. So wake up the next day, and I had to go. It was at school, and since she went to my same school, I had to talk to them too. But I didn't get in trouble at school because it didn't happen at school. It happened in the type of school platforms. Like, one have got suspended, no type of situation for school. So I go back home. After like they talking to us at school. Wait, no. Bump that. I didn't get in trouble at school. So in 5th period, my friend Kamaya, she tells me that it's a group of people that's trying to jump me. And she tells me a key 3. I don't want to say his name, but I'm going to say it's going to be Battery. So if you know, you know. Battery, roll-on, hair oil. So I remember she said roll-on and battery. And I went to go, I thought she said roll-on, battery, and this other girl. So I didn't want to get jumped because I didn't jump her. I didn't jump Christina. So for you to, because they told me that a group of people were trying to jump me because Christina posted it online. Well, the police told her not to post it online. So they told me she wanted to jump me. So I went to go snitch. I did. I went to go snitch because I wasn't finna get jumped if I didn't jump nobody. If I jumped her, I would have understood. I would have been prepared to get jumped. So I go snitch. Cool. Got it situated. They think that the story that I just told y'all, what Christina told everybody, they think that's what happened. So, yeah, go to class, boom. But as I'm walking to class, I see that hair oil is trying to fight me. Like, he's trying to go, like, which way I'm trying to go. I'm not having it. I'm not finna get in trouble. I'm already on my last strike with these schools. I'm not finna go to Magic V at the end of the year. Because I see him trying to fight me, and I was like, it's like when you go, it's a gym, and it's like a shortcut. You can go, and it's a long way you can go. He was on a long way. I was trying to go down the shortcut, and he was trying to, like, meet me to the shortcut. Like, he was right here. So I turned around, he walks over here. So I turned around, and I ran to the gym. I ran inside the gym. He gave up. He went home. So I told the gym person that this person was trying to fight me. He told me to go to the teacher. I went to the teacher, went home, boom. So the next day, I went to go tell the administrators about it. The administrators was like, "Oh, he's not gonna fight you. Like, stop. Like, he's not gonna fight you. You're doing the most." Okay, I already warned you. So now, if he does try to fight me, we're gonna press charges, and I'm not gonna come back to the school. We're gonna be rich. So I didn't care about it. I gave them I told them 2 times. They didn't want to do nothing about it. So I went home. So this is why I made this video. But yeah, I hope y'all understand what happened now. Don't believe everything that you see on the internet unless they have proof, which I do. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that post notification bell on. And yeah, make sure y'all share this to everyone that doesn't know about the story. Make sure y'all share it though, so they do know about the story. And yeah, bye.